Hey guys, let's go inside the home base and talk a little bit about minimalism. Hey guys, all right, let's get into it. Let's talk about minimalism and let's define it. Let's put some parameters around it because to focus your mind and to focus your emotions, you need to put structure to it. So, minimalism, just like anything, there could be extremes and there could be in the middle and there could be on the opposite end. And there's a time to be extreme when you need to make a big change, but you have to be conscious that you can't be extreme long term because you'll cause damage. You're taking a lot of risk being extreme. So at some point you got to balance it. Okay, there's a time for everything. So minimalism, what I want you to remember, minimalism. Hope I'm gonna spell this right. I think I am. All right. So the first way to define it is make it very simple here, okay? Needs versus wants, okay? So when you go to purchase something or when you're spending money, a simple way, without a lot of math, without a lot of hot air, a simple way that everyone, no matter what their IQ, for the most part, can determine, is this thing a need or a want, okay? So when you classify, when you determine what it is, whether it's car, going out to eat, the size of the house, the clothing, the knickknacks, whatever, the storage unit, is it a need or a want? And then go from there. And that will keep you on the right path. And let's go to the next one and then we'll break these down a little bit more. So that sounds easy, but you got to remember to have priorities. Okay, your priorities kind of determine if what your needs and wants are. Okay, and it provides that compass. You could say a moral compass, but really, whatever compass you're trying to accomplish something, the mindset, the ability to put things in order. Okay, priorities put things in order. Okay, first you want to know, is it a need or a want, and priorities help you determine that. And then also, if you have a goal of home ownership or a goal of financial freedom or a goal to move, you need priorities, which are steps to make that thing happen the best. As an example, I wanted to move from New Jersey to Florida. So for me, my priorities said to me, sell your house before you buy another one, okay, so that you're liquid and that you don't overextend yourself. Are there exceptions to the rules? Always. Everyone has their own situation, etc., etc. But priorities help. Three. You can't get around this, okay? And forgive the spelling and if you could see it or not. This is just a general guideline. Discipline, okay? Impulse control, that's discipline, okay? Because regardless of your education or even your IQ, maybe at some level you can determine your needs and wants, but impulse control is tough. Okay? And I say that gently, not to be hurtful or judgmental, because we all struggle. Impulse control, whether from buying a snack in the aisleway that you weren't planning on buying, or buying a TV at Walmart that you weren't planning on buying, or going on a car lot and getting emotional and buying that, or seeing the first house you looked at and buying it. Emotions, while not all bad, if they don't have discipline, if you don't impulse control, minimalism is just a saying. It has no meaning, just like, your faith, your religion or whatever, right? You got to have meaning behind your words for you. And then the final thing I want to share is enjoy. I'll put enjoy fruits, and basically meaning enjoy the fruits of your labor. Again, there's a time to be extreme. Okay, like there's a time when you do a renovation and gut your house possibly to the studs, but you don't want to live long term in a house that's been gutted. Okay, it's not. It'll cause dysfunction. Okay, so you have to get extreme, but at some point you have to balance it, and that's why you have to have long term planning in mind, priorities for that, discipline for that, because eventually long term is basically 3 to 5 years and on. If you don't have any long-term planning, a couple years will pass and your short-term decisions will catch up to you. But if you've done these things and you've got grace along the way and you're ready to balance, you have to remember to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Discipline is to keep you from getting more wants than needs, okay? And you're sacrificing, you're being a little extreme maybe at times. And then when you're balancing, you have to do the opposite. You have to discipline yourself not to be so cheap. And then you have to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor, and that's balance. That brings you back into equilibrium or whatever they call it, right? So this is a general guideline to minimalism, which is basically determining what your needs and wants are, prioritizing that for your individual goals. Everyone's different. You got to exercise discipline no matter what you call any philosophy. Always got to have some discipline. And you always got to have some luck and some grace. Okay, I believe in that too, but you know what I mean? And you got to have long-term planning. And then as you get to a level when you're done for years sacrificing, you got to enjoy the fruits of your labor so that you want to enjoy your life. At some point, you don't want to just keep waiting for this forever point where you're going to be a billionaire or, come on. So either way, I hope that helped you. If it did, I hope I've earned a thumbs up. Share the video also. Subscribe if you're not, all free. Thank you for the generous people, positive people that have been part of my journey on YouTube. I appreciate it. See you next video.